Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Hernandez, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Subimendi, Pedri, Lenormand, Grimaldo, Nico Williams. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Kubasi, spread out to the left.
France, well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Koundé, aim forwards. Now it's Morata. Doué. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. And they've got rid. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Al-Kubasi attempts a clearance. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nico Williams. Pedri. Subimendi. Fabian Ruiz. And he goes cross-field. Mbappe. Hernandez. Rabiot done delicately. That's very neat. Rabiot. Camavinga. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Olise plays it short. Played into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Camavinga. Rabiot, shot a goal! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pedri. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Saliba attempts a clearance. And a shot! Koundé. Dembele. Camavinga has created one goal already. Great defending, strong and determined. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Upamecano. Saliba. Doué. Rabiot. Camavinga. Hernandez. Hernandez charging forward down that flank. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Subimendi. Fabian Ruiz. And he cuts out the supply. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Camavinga. Short changes him with that pass. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Yamal. And here's Morata. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Camavinga. Rabiot. Hernandez. Hernandez. Forwards and with intent. Real chance! They've done it! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. He won't get any simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Nico Williams. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Pedri. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. He's gone for goal!
Fabian Ruiz made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Upamecano. Koundé. Upamecano. It's Hernandez. Camavinga. Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Pedro Porro with the clearance. Camavinga. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Dembele. Turns and goes back. Doué. Might be danger here. Goes for a shot! Morata. Nico Williams. Chance here to counter. Nico Williams. Zubimendi. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. And here's Morata. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's a throw-in. And it's Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Foot in. Saliba. Camavinga. Upamecano. Rabiot. Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking here to chip it through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Defending was strong and firm. Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. Saliba. Camavinga. Upamecano looks to the other side. Oh, it's a great ball here. Pedro Porro cuts it out. Pedri. Williams. And it's Ruiz. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Zubimendi. Mbappe. Dembele. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Grimaldo. Pedri. Lenormand. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Zubimendi. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedri. Mbappe. Camavinga. Rabiot. Upamecano, gently done. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he thumps it clear. Upamecano. Saliba. Camavinga. Upamecano. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. Doué. Rabiot. Dembele takes the shot!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rabiot. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro puts them all in. Upamecano getting this one clear. Olise getting this one clear. Nico Williams. Pedri. Zubimendi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Doué. Camavinga. Hernandez. Camavinga. Olise. And it's Doué. And here's Dembele. Dembele. Oh, good spread. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Upamecano, that's really well manoeuvred. Doué, and here's Mbappe. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And that has been clubbed away. Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Lenormand gets it clear. Rabiot. Doué. And here's Olise. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz, and it's played forward. Pedri. Morata. That has been knocked clear. Pedri. Grimaldo. And here's Nico Williams. Pedri. Waiting for it. Rabiot forwards and with intent. Camavinga. Olise. Mbappe. He's through, now is he in? There's the shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Olise goes short. Zubimendi wins the duel this time. Pedri. Nico Williams. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Saliba. Hernandez. Saliba. Upamecano. Saliba shifted upfield. And it's Dembele. Mbappe, he is onto this. And he's lost his man here. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. And here's Morata. Morata with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. And claimed it back swiftly. Pedri. Nico Williams. Ambitious ball here. That's going to go a long way. Camavinga. Doué. Rabiot. Camavinga. Saliba. Aim forwards. Hernandez. Rabiot. Camavinga. Olise played out towards the right wing. Well read, nice interception. Raya sends that a long way. Spain, yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Hernandez. And it's Dembele. Camavinga. Olise. Rabiot. Doué. Rabiot. Camavinga. Rabiot. Camavinga. Camavinga has got himself a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Nice physical challenge. Morata. Always onto this. He's on it. Can he get away? Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rabiot is there, and he can get that clear. Yamal. Here's Pedri. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Morata. Fabian Ruiz. Morata shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. And he goes cross-field. Zubimendi. Pedri. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Pedri played out to the left flank. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Ronaldo can get it clear. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Doué. France are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Pedri. Over to the left. Nico Williams looking to get on the end of this. Now that's well seen too. Spain just doing what they're good at. Possession-based football. It's lovely.
Nice to watch, yeah. It's all about passing in little intricate triangles, trying to force a few of their opponents out of position and then exploit the space.
Pedro Porro looking to run onto it. Nico Williams. Nico Williams, now he's got space here. Nico Williams is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That is good strength. Yamal. Spain going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Zubimendi forwards and with intent. Hernandez. France leading here after what's been an eventful start to the game. Well time, excellent interception. Pedri. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Saliba. France have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Hernandez. And back to the keeper they go. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Olise. Upamecano. Moved on forwards. Camavinga. Rabiot. Koundé. Camavinga. Upamecano. Saliba shifted upfield. Hernandez. Aimed in towards the centre. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro, gently done. And it's played forward. Dembele. Rabiot. And it's Doué. Olise. Koundé. And here's Doué. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedro Porro. Camavinga. Dembele. Hernandez. Camavinga. Doué. Oh, that's a fine challenge. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedri. Kubasi. And it's played forward. It's a pretty loose pass. Dembele. And it's Hernandez. Rabiot shifted upfield. Now it's Morata. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Played back in. Oh, that's a very chance, surely! Pedro Porro. And here's Yamal. Subimendi. Pedri. Subimendi. Pedri. Played out to the right. Oh, sweet feet. Subimendi. Nico Williams. Subimendi. Savian. It's Morata! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Morata really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Fabian Ruiz with the short one. Nice interception, well timed. Succumbs to the pressure. Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Subimendi. Back into the middle. Pedri. Subimendi. And here's Morata. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Camavinga. Out to the right. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a chance for Spain to break. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Doué does really well to win the ball there. Camavinga. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Saliba. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedro Porro. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. It'll be a throw-in. It's Ruiz. The referee's awarded a free kick. No, that's overhit. Grimaldo. Pedri. Played out to the right. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Saliba, gently done. Rabiot forwards and with intent. And here's Mbappe. And here's Doué. That's tidy.
And he's searching through. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Dembele. Here's Mbappe. Koundé. So much time and space here.
They've played it short.
Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Hit into the middle. Hernandez.
What a start to the game we've had here. It's already looking like a one-sided contest.
Doué. Elise. That has found him in acres of space. Rabiot. Doué. Doué played out towards the right wing. And here's Rabiot. Rabiot cross into the box. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi, aim forwards. Saliba. Camavinga. Rabiot. Camavinga. Moved on forwards. Mbappe. Now it's Elise. It's Hernandez. Elise. Applies the finish! That tested the keeper.
Elise clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Camavinga. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's gone back to the keeper. Koundé. Camavinga. Saliba. Hernandez. Dembele. And here's Doué.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Grimaldo clears it away. Elise. Pedri cuts out the pass. Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. He's got away. Grimaldo. Oh, it's played into the area. Camavinga. Koundé. Camavinga. Rabiot. And it's Doué. Pedro Porro gets over and intercepts. Pedri. And that's put paid to a promising move. Camavinga. Rabiot. Oh, can he get onto this? Grimaldo. Kubasi. Zubimendi. Kubasi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedri. First quarter of an hour gone. Yamal is having a shot! He has done it!
Spain, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Spain give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Hernandez. Good play on the left-hand side here. And here's Mbappe. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Pedri. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Upamecano. Rabiot. Rabiot gently done. It's Hernandez. Camavinga. Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. And it's lofted through here. Decent chance! Well, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that.
Zubimendi. Yamal. Now who's going to be first to this?
Lamine Yamal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Camavinga. Saliba shifted upfield. Hernandez. Upamecano. Rabiot. Camavinga. Played towards the other side. Hernandez chasing after it. That has been cut short. Upamecano. Rabiot. Upamecano. Camavinga. Upamecano. Aim forwards. And it's Doué. A heavy challenge. Pedro Porro. Yamal.
Fabian Ruiz.
Doué.
In with the challenge. Fabian Ruiz.
Pedro Porro. Subimendi. Grimaldo. Lenormand. Subimendi.
Out to the left it goes.
Great defending, strong and determined. Upamecano. Camavinga. Saliba. Hernandez. Saliba. Early ball out from the back. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Yamal. Oh, that is a good ball to find.
And the shot!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Williams. Doué can get it clear.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball.
Saliba. Upamecano. Saliba chooses to go cross-field. Camavinga.
And it's played forward.
Oh, can he get onto this?
He's shifting through the gears here.
Hernandez cross.
Oh, smashing header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Koundé's cross. And that has been cleared.
It's Hernandez. Koundé. And here's Elise. And they've got a throw. Dembele. Saliba wins the duel this time.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Camavinga. Hernandez. And here's Doué. Crossed into the middle.
Lenormand with the clearance. Could move up a gear here.
Pedro Porro. Subimendi. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Picks it up out wide.
And he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Zubimendi. Nico Williams. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. And it's Petri. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. He is just caressing the ball. Pedro Porro tries a cross. And here's Morata. He's had a shot! Koundé clears it away. Grimaldo. And here's Nico Williams. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
There's some good movement inside the box, and no shortage of targets here.
Fabian Ruiz. Now this could be a chance. Rabiot. Saliba, played over towards the opposite flank. Rabiot. Olise. Koundé. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Dembele with a definite foul there. Fabian Ruiz. Played out wide. Pedro Porro. Yamal, and that's in. It's a mighty effort! Couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. It makes life so much harder for that defence.
Lenormand played up towards the front line. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rabiot. Doué. Koundé. Rabiot. Upamecano. Saliba. Forwards and with intent. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Fabian Ruiz. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Camavinga shifted upfield. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Fabian Ruiz. Doué. Olise. Rabiot. Dembele. Rabiot. Olise. Great defending, strong and determined. Koundé. And he's there to get it away. Rabiot. Olise. Koundé picks it up now. A chance to play it in. Camavinga. And that's a good ball. There will be a throw-in. Rabiot. Olise. Olise!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Aim forwards. Nico Williams. Very nicely done. Hoist it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Zubimendi. Dembele. Hernandez. Pedro Porro. Pedri, gently done. He can get that clear. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Yamal. Williams. And that's a big chance for a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Zubimendi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Pedri. Moved on forwards. Olise was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Saliba. Dembele. Hernandez. Hernandez with the delivery. And he's heaved it away. Nico Williams calmly anticipates. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Williams. And here's Morata. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Saliba, and it's played forward. It's Hernandez. Dembele. Great work on the overlap. And that has been cleared. Koundé drives forward on the overlap. Now here's the delivery. Kubasi with the clearance. It's really well cleared. Koundé. Shoots! The keeper's done ever so well.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro has crossed into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Mbappe. Proves too strong. Normal. Yamal. Lenormand. Oh, good spread. Nicely shaped cross. And out it comes again. Hernandez can get it clear. Played into the... Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
We've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro puts them all in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Koundé. Rabiot. Hernandez. That's a good run down the left. And he goes cross-field. Succumbs to the pressure. Saliba makes the interception. Koundé. Rabiot. Camavinga. Hernandez. And it's Dembele. Camavinga. Yamal did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Yamal. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Here's Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. Mbappe tries to thread one through. Aimed in towards the centre. Subimendi. Kubasi forwards and with intent. Oh, easy pickings there. It's Porro. Pedro Porro. It's run loose here. Fabian Ruiz. Upamecano tries to clear. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Upamecano tries a measured ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Fabian Ruiz. Played out to the right. Now it's Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Hernandez. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Pedri. Can he deliver? Williams. So who's he picking out? Doué getting this one clear. Zubimendi. And here's Yamal. Out to the right. Now it's Morata shoots! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
That's really well manoeuvred. Olise does really well to win the ball there. Koundé. Saliba. Rabiot. Saliba. Saliba shifted upfield. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. Pedri. Zubimendi, aim forwards. Camavinga. Rabiot. Camavinga. Saliba. Upamecano. Rabiot. Camavinga. Pedri. Yamal. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Rabiot. Rabiot. Olise. He's in a good position here. Gets it away. France have reclaimed it. Hernandez. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Morata. And he's found a way past. Nice physical challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Camavinga, gently done. Out for a throw. Saliba is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rabiot. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Camavinga. Saliba. Upamecano. Koundé. Moved on forwards. Now it's Olise. Mbappe. Mbappe! Dembele. Dembele. Lovely feet. Flashes it across. It is a corner. Punched away. Subimendi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Fabian Ruiz. Lenormand. Subimendi. And it's played forward. Grimaldo. Doué. Camavinga, gently done. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe played out to the left flank. He is through here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Zubimendi forwards and with intent. And here's Morata. Great. He's pulled him up for that challenge. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Spain get themselves back into contention.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Camavinga. Hernandez crosses. And it's Hernandez. Goes for goal! It's a loose ball. Up he goes! It's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and done it perfectly.
France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Pedri. Pedro Porro.
Fabian Ruiz.
Pedro Porro.
Fabian Ruiz.
Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Olise, it's Dembele!
A real chance and a real let-off. I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Pedri. Nico Williams. Grimaldo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That'll be a throw. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Pedri. Subimendi. Pedri. Pedro Porro. France have a free kick. Cut short. Olise. Saliba. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Saliba. Upamecano. Saliba. Saliba shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Kubasi. Grimaldo. Now it's Mbappe.
Fabian Ruiz.
Kubasi. Pedri. Grimaldo. Nico Williams.
Fabian Ruiz.
And this is Perez. Cleared away. Koundé. Camavinga. Olise. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. Hernandez. Chance! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Spain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Kubasi. Subimendi. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Perez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he cuts out the supply. Yamal. And it's Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Perez. Yamal. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's gone for it! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Right back in the game. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo. Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Zubimendi, aim forwards. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Fabian Ruiz. Spain to retain the ball, but seemingly in no rush to break forward. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. And here's Perez. And here's Nico Williams. And it's Grimaldo. And he has been fouled there. Fabian Ruiz clouts it too hard. Olise. That is lovely. Olise's cross. Dembele. Koundé. Nico Williams does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Perez. Fabian Ruiz. Olise wins the duel this time. Hernandez. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Koundé. Upamecano. Saliba, and it's played forward. Doué, spread out to the left. Hernandez. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Saliba. And it's Hernandez. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, that's a nice ball. Played into space out wide. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hernandez. Mignon, long ball by the goalkeeper. Over to the left. Nico Williams. Oh, it's played into the area. That has been knocked clear. Pedri. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rabiot. Mbappe. Upamecano. Saliba. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Lenormand. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Now it's Williams. They get a throw in. Fabian Ruiz plays it in. Camavinga. Hernandez. Camavinga. Hernandez. Dembele. And here's Doué. Lenormand gets across to intercept that. Perez. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Zubimendi. Pedri. And it's Toro. Across it goes. And that was very necessary. Pedri. And here's Nico Williams. Zubimendi. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is...
And he's going direct. And the ball's come loose here. And it's Grimaldo. Pedro Porro is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Camavinga. Rabiot. Perez. So, what can they make of this? Upamecano, too strong for his opponent there. Dembele. Kubasi, and the keeper's got it again.
Fabian Ruiz.
And it's Porro. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Rabiot. Upamecano. Koundé. Rabiot. Saliba. Hernandez. Hernandez shifted upfield. Doué looking to get on the end of this.
Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz
Chooses to go cross-field. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Alex Grimaldo puts a cross in. And that's been won straight back. And here's Nico Williams. Looking for a decent ball in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Through. Pedri. Can he finish?
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Ronaldo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Ruiz. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Zubimendi. And it's Grimaldo. Played back in.
Fabian Ruiz.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Koundé. Rabiot. Koundé. Can he latch on to this? And that is a little undercooked. Well, nicely intercepted. Saliba. Upamecano. Camavinga. 30 minutes gone. Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Mbappe. Rabiot. Camavinga. Saliba. Camavinga.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Perez gets through, shapes to shoot! Rabiot. Upamecano. Koundé. Upamecano. Rabiot. Camavinga. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedro Porro. Doué. Rabiot. Calmly anticipates. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Saliba. And here's Mbappe. Nico Williams. Lenormand. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Played into space out wide. Yamal. Koundé gets it away. Saliba. Hernandez. Dembele. Upamecano. Rabiot. Saliba looks to the other side. Grimaldo cuts out the pass. And he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Pedri. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Nicely worked. Zubimendi cuts it out. Kubasi. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Camavinga. Camavinga, gently done. Doué. Lovely bit of skill. Camavinga.
Elise really was well marshalled.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Pedro Porro. Camavinga. Koundé looks to get on the end of this. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Pedri. Oh, good spread. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Tries a deft little ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pau Kubasi concedes a free kick for that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Olise! Fabian Ruiz. Ball's gone out of play. Nico Williams, proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Camavinga, Upamecano, Koundé, Upamecano, Camavinga, Upamecano, Olise, moved on forwards, Raya claims it, and the danger passes. The normal. Subimendi, Fabian Ruiz, Yamal played out towards the right wing. Oh, nice touch, and it's Ruiz. Crossed into the box, but that is good defending. It's been repelled. Subimendi, Fabian Ruiz, Pedri, ball driven towards the far post. Not one of his best. Rabiot, Koundé, Rabiot, Camavinga, and it's played forward. Olise, and here's Dembele. Ronaldo gets good distance on it. And the pass is intercepted. Subimendi, Fabian Ruiz, and it's Grimaldo, Williams. Now what about this cross? Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. Subimendi, Yamal, Pedri, Nico Williams, Pedri, Grimaldo, Fabian Ruiz, Pedri, nice looking ball, and they've got rid. It back and can go again. Played towards the other side. Yamal. Oh, that's neat. Subimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Cross goes in there. Rabiot, Saliba, Rabiot, Camavinga, Upamecano shifted upfield. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Perez. Out to the left it goes. Saliba. Camavinga. Saliba, Camavinga, and it's Doué. Kubasi. Subimendi. Pedri. Pedro Porro. Grimaldo. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Subimendi. Aim forwards. Yamal looking to run onto it. Grimaldo forwards and with intent. And it's Ruiz. Subimendi. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. And here's Nico Williams. Nico Williams elects to cross. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's really well manoeuvred. Rabiot chooses to go cross-field. Hernandez. Oh, that's clever. Dembele has it out wide and in space. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Kubasi. Pedri. Grimaldo. Pedri. That's a throw. Nico Williams crosses it in here. Doué absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Hernandez. Upamecano, gently done. Subimendi. Pedro Porro shifted upfield. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Searching pass he's played there. Danger averted for now. Thinks one through. Al Kubasi clears it away. Played into space out wide. Olise. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. The normal. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Subimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. And here's Nico Williams. And the shot's on him. Fabian Ruiz! Denied by an instinctive save.
Fabian Ruiz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Fabian Ruiz with the short one. Oh, such a clever touch. That is a brilliant interception. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Pedri. Zubimendi. And here's Ruiz. Williams. Oh, that's nice. Zubimendi. And he thumps it clear. Pedro Porro. Some good work on the right flank here. France, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Pedri. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Nico Williams looking to get on the end of this. And that has been clubbed away. Kubasi. Lenormand aim forwards. Pedri. Now it's Williams. Hit into the middle. Pedri. And he's picked it up out wide. Zubimendi. Kubasi. And here's Perez. Fabian Ruiz. Ulisse. Saliba. Upamecano. Koundé. Rabiot. Koundé. Upamecano. Rabiot. Saliba. Moved on forwards. Hernandez is onto it in a flash. Grimaldo. And it's played forward. And it's been played through. Pedri. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Camavinga. Hernandez, forwards and with intent. And it's Doué. Out towards the flank. Nice control. Hernandez with the delivery. That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Olise! Kamavinga. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacks a decent finish. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz in acres of space out wide. Koundé is there and he can get that clear. Subimendi. Subimendi. Now it's Williams! It's anyone's ball now. That's going to go a long way. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Kamavinga, gently done. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Olise! Pedro Porro getting this one clear. Moved on forwards. Perez is steaming forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Dembele, delivered across. Upamecano, Koundé, and here's Doué. Nice physical challenge. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. And it's Koundé. And that's aimed into the middle. Pedro Porro can get it clear. He's found a way through. Fabian Ruiz. The referee's awarded a free kick. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Subimendi. Grimaldo. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. And here's Perez. Nico Williams played out to the left flank. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. And here's Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Back into the middle. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Williams. Nico Williams. Now here's the delivery. And that's too far for anyone. Rabiot. Camavinga. Hernandez. It's been slipped through. Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. Al-Kubasi defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Lenormand. Zubimendi. Spread out to the left. Nico Williams chasing after it. And it's Dembele. That's a cute ball. Raya gets it away. Camavinga. Rabiot. Doué. Proves too strong. Grimaldo. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Mbappe. Camavinga. Rabiot. Upamecano. Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred. Rabiot done delicately. And the finish! Sticks it away!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Nico Williams. Zubimendi. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo. Great defending, strong and determined. Koundé tries to clear. And it's Grimaldo. Alex Grimaldo delivers. And it's hoisted clear. In once more. Oh, great header! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, he had a choice to make. He could have gone with his foot, but he got it absolutely right with that diving header. Brilliant.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Doué. Elise. Mbappe! They've scored! That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Played out to the right. Yamal. He is through here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Perez. And it's Grimaldo. It's run loose here. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Perez. Pedri. Mbappe. Doué. Saliba. Upamecano, and it's played forward. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Always onto this. Now that's well seen too. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Pedri. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Saliba. Camavinga. Koundé. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedri. Grimaldo. Zubimendi. Out to the right. Well timed, excellent interception. Saliba. Rabiot. Doué. Mbappe. And it's Perez. Fabian Ruiz. Time to deliver. Pedro Porro tries a cross. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Zubimendi. Yamal knocks it out wide. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Pedri played out towards the right wing. Yamal, here comes the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Dembele shifted upfield. Nico Williams tries to dink it through. Camavinga. Hernandez, aim forwards. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Hernandez. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Ruiz. Cross from Fabian Ruiz. Koundé tries to clear. Hernandez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yamal, probing pass. Koundé. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Doué, oh, good spread. Pedri getting this one clear. Chance to shoot! Subimendi. Pau Kubasi driven forward, and he cuts out the supply. Rabiot. Out to the left it goes. Oh, Red, nice interception. Fabian Ruiz. Play for a throw. And here's Thuram. Pau Kubasi does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. Grimaldo forwards and with intent. That's a throw. And here's Yamal. Yamal. Great challenge, time to perfection. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Thuram. Koundé. Now it's Thuram. That's good play. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He's cut it out. Plenty waiting in the middle. In again. In comes the corner. And the keeper beats it away. And it's Rabiot. And that has been clear. And they can counter here. Fabian Ruiz. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rabiot shifted upfield. Koundé. And the keeper has it. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Perez. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Perez. Fabian Ruiz. Played back in. Hit into the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Koundé. Camavinga. Olise. Thuram. Found him in acres of space. Up he goes! No, he's got that completely wrong.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Camavinga, Upamecano, Saliba. That's really well manoeuvred. And claimed it back swiftly. Over to the left. Williams. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Thuram. It's Hernandez. Hernandez closing in on goal. And it's corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Rabiot wins the duel this time. Koundé. Upamecano. Camavinga. Dembele. Spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Camavinga. And it's hoisted clear. France have reclaimed it. And a chance! Dembele.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nico Williams. Pedri. He's in plenty of space here. It's a mighty effort! He's got a goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Spain get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And here's Elise. He's got away. Elise climbs up big! And he hits the net! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Oh, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Rabiot. And it's played forward. Elise. And it's Dembele. Zubimendi. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Grimaldo gently done. Elise. Moved on forwards. Rabiot. Hernandez. Camavinga. Hernandez. Rabiot. And here's Thuram. Rabiot. Shot, surely! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rabiot is offering a right smile there.
Next Dembele. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now who's going to be first to this? Elise. Pedri with a fine tackle. Cleared without complication. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele hits it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. Elise. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Williams. Pedri. Nico Williams. Perez. And he's heaved it away. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. And that's another throw. And here's Nico Williams. And it's Grimaldo. And that was very necessary. Referee's given a throw. Pedro Porro. Played into space out wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Succumbs to the pressure. Koundé. Elise. Zubimendi. There will be 4 extra minutes. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Doué. Camavinga forwards and with intent. Saliba. Pedri. Grimaldo. Spain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Zubimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a throw. Dembele. Hernandez. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, it's played into the area. Kubasi. Zubimendi. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Want to throw in. Camavinga. Olise. Turan. Nico Williams. Zubimendi. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Proves too strong. Rabiot. Camavinga. Doué. Hernandez. Rabiot. Back into the middle. And it's Doué. And he's there to get it away. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Olise. Koundé. Camavinga. Doué. Now it's Thuram. Thuram! Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Upamecano. Koundé. And here's Olise. And it's Koundé. Oh, nice touch. So who's he picking out? Rabiot. Rabiot plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Olise. Can he find the finish? Yamal. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Nico Williams. And there's Greengrass ahead. Shapes to shoot! That's really well played. Upamecano. Saliba. Upamecano shifted upfield. Koundé. Camavinga. No way through, so Olise! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Fabian Ruiz. Pau Kubasi aim forwards. Grimaldo. And here's Nico Williams. Decent progress down the left. Moved on forwards. Zubimendi played into space. Saliba gets it clear. Yamal. Out to the right. Nico Williams. Oh, this is a great Pedri! Well, the ball's come loose here. And it's played forward. Upamecano. Rabiot. Camavinga, forwards and with intent. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nico Williams. And it's Dembele. Camavinga. Dembele. Good ball, good take. Looking for a decent ball in.
Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Subimendi.
Grimaldo, gently done. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust.
Subimendi.
Played out to the right. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Yamal. Now the delivery. Dembele. That's really well manoeuvred. Koundé. Grimaldo makes the interception.
Pedro Porro.
Fabian Ruiz shifted upfield. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Camavinga. Hernandez. Saliba. Upamecano. Rabiot. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Grimaldo. Subimendi. Pedri. Nico Williams. Doué. Saliba, gently done. Hernandez, and it's lofted through here. The normal. Pedri. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Subimendi. Perez. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Moved on forwards. Camavinga. Hernandez. That is a great pick out. Doué. A chance to play it in. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Camavinga. And here's Thuram. Perez. Nice physical challenge. Doué. France have a free kick. Zubimendi gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Defending of the desperate variety, and claimed it back swiftly. It's Dembele! It's a goal!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Nico Williams receives it in a wide position. Cleared away. And that's a throw. And it's Pedri. Rabiot. Oh, it's Dembele. He's away! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Doué. And here's Thuram. Zubimendi. Grimaldo. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi has played it long. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz providing an outlet on that flank. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Upamecano. Rabiot. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Perez. Yamal. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's played forward. Doué forwards and with intent. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zubimendi aimed forwards. And back to the goalkeeper. Upamecano. That's really well manoeuvred. Koundé. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to come off. It's incredible stuff.
France 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow. Here we go again then. Perez. It's a throw-in. Doué. Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. Elise. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Subimendi. And it's Perez. Doué does really well to win the ball there. Saliba. Upamecano. Doué. Saliba. Camavinga. Koundé. Rabiot. Camavinga. Pedro Porro. Lenormand. Pedri. Yamal. Saliba. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Is there any support? He might not need it. And reclaimed it in a trice. Tries a shot! They've played it short. Time to deliver. And the shot! That has been knocked clear. Elise. Camavinga. Rabiot. Koundé. Thuram. There are a few waiting for it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Yamal. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Fabian Ruiz goes short. Can he deliver? And it's Subimendi. Played out wide. Pedro Porro puts the ball in. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Oh, that is a bit special. And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So is this the start of a comeback? And here's Thuram. Al-Kubasi wins the duel this time. Fabian Ruiz. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rabiot. Saliba. Upamecano. Saliba. Upamecano. Koundé. Upamecano. Rabiot. Nice physical challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Saliba. Upamecano. Koundé. Rabiot. Moved on forwards. Ferran Torres. Picks it up out wide. And it's Grimaldo. Played into the middle. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Fabian Ruiz plays it short. Time to deliver. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Out towards the flank. Looking for a decent ball in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And back out it comes. Pedri. Nice control. Plenty waiting in the middle. He's had a shot! Koundé. Rabiot. Saliba. Rabiot. Rabiot forwards and with intent. The normal. Zubimendi. Ferran Torres. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Porro. Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that has been cleared. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro shifted upfield. Camavinga. Thuram. Olise. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Brilliantly cut out. Koundé. Upamecano. Rabiot. Hernandez. Saliba. Upamecano. Koundé. Rabiot. Doué. Upamecano. Saliba. Olise played out to the left flank. It's Hernandez. Hernandez cross and the shot! Fair effort, he reacted well.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Yamal. Zubimendi. Pedri. Perez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Perez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Saliba. Upamecano. Rabiot. Camavinga. Upamecano. Oh, can he get onto this? Kubasi. Pedro Porro. And here's Thuram. Out to the left it goes. And it's Dembele. Showing good feet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. He knows what's coming. A second yellow, and he's off. Now, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Hernandez. Dembele. Proves too strong.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pedro Porro. Perez. Zubimendi. Ferran Torres. Rabiot wins the duel this time. Elise. Doué. Camavinga. Oh, he's found support out wide. Dembele. Lovely feet. Aimed in towards the centre. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Kubasi gets it away. And here's Elise. A chance to play it in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's Hernandez. That looks a good cross. And that is not finding anyone. Ferran Torres. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's run loose here. Hernandez. And here's Thuram. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Elise. And it's Rabiot. Thuram! He's got away with one there. Zubimendi. Grimaldo.
Ferran Torres.
Zubimendi. Yamal. Now it's
Ferran Torres!
He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Upamecano. Koundé. Rabiot. Doué. Rabiot. Hernandez looks to get on the end of this. It's a little off target. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Grimaldo. Zubimendi. Aim forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rabiot. Upamecano. Koundé. Rabiot. Koundé. Upamecano. Doué. Doué, gently done. And here's Thuram. Al Kubasi wins the duel this time. Grimaldo.
Ferran Torres.
Grimaldo.
Ferran Torres.
Zubimendi. Yamal. Pedro Porro. That's very neat. Pedri. Zubimendi. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Gets it away. That's tiny. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Deftly away.
Ferran Torres.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Only partially clear. Shot a goal! Camavinga getting this one clear. Pedri have it back and can go again. Yamal. Ferran Torres ploughing through the middle. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Camavinga. Upamecano. Koundé. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And here's Thuram. Olise. That has been cut short. Pedri. Grimaldo. Spain getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Zubimendi. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Toro. Crossing. Camavinga is there, and he can get that clear. Saliba, and it's played forward. Dembele. And here's Thuram. Referee has just said play on. Yamal. And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. Yamal. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Upamecano. Koundé. Moved on forwards. Olise has been caught there, it's a foul. What a save by David Raya! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Upamecano. Koundé. Now it's Olise. This might be a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Crosses it in. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Spain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedro Porro. And it's been played through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Pedri. Pedri! That carried quite a threat. Hernandez. Dembele. Hernandez. That has sent him sprawling. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. France have themselves a chance from the spot. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Oh, off the bar! And that's a poor pen.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Pedri. Subimendi. Ferran Torres. Subimendi. Kubasi. Kubasi shifted upfield. Upamecano. Hernandez. Rabiot. Saliba. Upamecano, gently done. Now it's Thuram. Barcola. Hernandez. Perez. Yamal. Lenormand. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Subimendi. Upamecano. Camavinga. Hernandez. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Barcola's cross. And that is out of play. Lenormand getting this one clear. And it's Hernandez. Oh, that's nice. Camavinga. Hernandez. It's a good-looking delivery. And that's been well dealt with. Rabiot. Hernandez. And here's Camavinga. Now it's Thuram. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short. There are a few waiting for it. Very nicely done. Looking to go deep. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. Pedri. Plays it through. And it's Grimaldo. That is lovely. Zubimendi. Pedri. Zubimendi. Pedri. So who's he picking out? It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Zubimendi. Pau Kubasi played out towards the right wing. It'll be a throw-in. Pedri. Pedri! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pedri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Camavinga. Do it. It's Hernandez. And he has been fouled there. That's a booking, always looked it. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Olise! Rabiot. Upamecano. Camavinga. And he whips. Up he goes! He can get that clear. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Crossed in again. Lenormand clears it away. Can he finish? Split-second reaction.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Rabiot. Out to the right. And here's Elise. Zubimendi gets rid without sophistication. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Elise. And here's Tur gets the shot away! And he has kept it out somehow.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. Pedri. Clipped into space. Good take. Chance for a shot! And they've got rid. Cross goes in there. Header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
France, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Barcola. And it's Doué. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Barcola. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pedri, aim forwards, and the counter is on. Yamal. Ferran Torres, and he's on his way! Ferran Torres! Goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Ferran Torres demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Looking for a decent ball in. Olise goes short. Lovely bit of skill. Olise, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedri gets good distance on it. And it's Camavinga. Lofted in. Pedri gets it clear. Saliba head over towards the opposite flank. And here's Doué. Kubasi. Zubimendi forwards and with intent. And that's been won straight back. Thuram. Spain look as though they're gearing themselves up for something pretty physical here.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where you've got to brace yourself for what's coming. They don't want to get bullied, so I think they need to show their opponents that they're going to stand up to everything that's thrown at them.
Doué. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
That's an excellent interception. Olise with the short one. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected